welcome to another episode of You Know Ball, baby. Brought to you by the Run the Play Network. I'm your host, Anthony. Sing it, girl.
Come on.
I'm your host, Anthony. To my right, I got the man, the myth, the legend, Philly Phil in the bill. Phil, how you doing, brother?
We gonna be singing in our church voices. Nah, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm excited because defense first and second teams came out. 2 players I really wanted on the teams made it, or actually 3, and I'm happy. Graduated, so I'm chilling on that.
Any Lakers make the list?
No, we definitely weren't making that.
Jackson Hayes?
If Anthony Davis was still here, maybe. Maybe. Jackson Hayes.
AD don't get to 65 games.
Yeah.
That's a guarantee.
I feel bad for him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, graduating, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
We living it up. Me and Phil doing good. Today, we're going to be talking about our All-NBA playoff teams. All right. So, it's like an All-NBA team, but we're only going off of this year's playoffs.
Exactly.
All right. I might have to move Tyrese Halliburton up after last night. But yeah.
Do you want to go from the third team all the way up to the first team?
I think we start at the first team.
All right, let's do it.
I have honorable mentions, but
Okay.
I'll save them for the end, actually. I have, like, a lot of honorable mentions. There's, like, 10 dudes you could name that I wouldn't be mad at being on your list.
I should have done that.
I listed dudes, bro. But, all right, my All-NBA playoff teams, right? I feel like the first team is pretty simple.
Mm-hmm.
I think Shai has to be on there.
Oh, yeah.
I have Tatum on here. I think that's a lock.
I probably should have done that, but since he got hurt, I kind of had him
That's
a
fine.
little lower.
Jokic?
Yeah.
Okay. Those 3 I feel like should have been locks.
Yeah.
Right? I think Tatum had, like, his best playoffs he's ever had, and it sucks that he went out because last year, although they won the championship, he was kind of not disappointing in the playoffs, but not the Jason Tatum we wanted. I feel like the camera's, like, way on me. Hold up. Yeah, no, Tatum was definitely not his best last playoffs for sure. So it was good to see him kind of turn up. Who else do you have? Or what's your who would you say are the, like, dudes that should be on the first team for sure?
Honestly, I think you pretty much hit. Well, I'm gonna add one more person because I have SGA and Nikola Jokic there, but I think that without a doubt, Jalen Brunson should be up there.
I have Jalen Brunson on mine.
Okay.
Too.
I have him as my second guard. So
Okay.
I have SGA, Jalen Brunson. Those are my guards.
Okay.
For my forwards, this is probably going to be weird, but I just think they've been playing that well. And it is going to be weird because I have this guy here instead of Jason Tatum, but I have Jaylen Brown in the first team.
Wow.
I thought he did a really good job as a forward.
He didn't make my teams, any of them.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I didn't have him on mine.
I had him on mine. I liked him for what he did.
I didn't even put him in my honorable mentions.
You hate Jaylen Brown. Damn.
No left.
No, I'm playing, but besides Jaylen Brown, I did have another guy on here who I wanted to give respect to because he's been playing really well and he's been stepping up when he needs to, especially against OKC.
I was gonna say, I hope it's the same guy.
I got Julius Randle.
I got Julius Randle on my first team.
He's been having such a good playoffs, bro.
Yeah.
And the fact that I don't know, I'm low key proud of him. I know I was upset when he was asking for more money when LeBron came that first year, but I'm just happy that he finally, like, after all the stuff in New York, he's having a really good playoff series and he's showing the world that he can still play.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the big. Maybe that's why he's so high because there's maybe dudes with better numbers than him. Maybe not, honestly, because his numbers are crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, this is the first year where he's been that guy in the playoffs. And he hasn't been that. Like, you could argue he's been the best player on that team this playoffs. He's averaging 24, 6, and 6. And he's damn near shooting 50, 40, 90. He's over 50% from the field. And he's like 38 and 88 or something like that.
Wow.
Which is so crazy, bro. So, shout out Julius Randle. Kill the narratives. He's hooping. My bad, dude.
No, you're good.
But, yeah, that's my 5.
Yep.
My 5 is very similar to yours. We just have different Celtics forwards.
Can you repeat your first? Just in case?
Yeah, so I have Brunson, Shai, Tatum, Randle, Jokic.
All right. I got SGA, Jalen Brunson as my guards. For my forwards, I have Julius Randle and Jaylen Brown. For my center, I have Nikola Jokic.
Okay. Let's go to the second team.
There we go.
Do you feel like anyone should be locked in here?
Oh, 1,000%. I think Tyrese Halliburton and This was debatable, but no, it's not debatable. I think Tyrese Halliburton and Karl Anthony Towns should be here.
I don't have either of those guys on mine.
Oh, okay.
I got both those guys on my third team though.
All right.
But I have Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Williams, Giannis, and Miles Turner.
Okay.
I think what gave me Miles Turner, bro, is he's just been so consistent this whole playoffs, right? He's shooting 50, 45, 80, and he's averaging 17, 6 with 2.5 blocks, leading the playoffs in blocks per game. He's had one bad playoff game, but every game he's shooting 7 threes. You know, shout out Cat last game. He had an amazing game, and I think his numbers will probably be up from last game to this game. But just Miles Turner hasn't really been disappointing in any of these games. He's doing his job, which sure it's not as like exciting as Cat or nothing like that, but I think Miles Turner deserves his credit. Giannis obviously, although he only had one series, he dragged his team. He led the playoffs in points and rebounds. Like I just got to give him his flowers there. And then honestly, bro, I know Donovan Mitchell gets a lot of crap, but I don't think Tyrese outplayed him in the second round. I think Donovan Mitchell was just dealing with some scrubs on that team in the second round. Ty Jerome disappointed. And the guys that were just hurt or whatever just didn't look great. That team didn't look great. And then I'm going to give Anthony Edwards his flowers too. He has those like closeout games on lock. Like 40s versus the Lakers. He had a 40 versus the Warriors. Like that's just, you got to give him his credit there, bro. Especially when his team needs him. He steps up. But I don't think Halliburton's far off of Ant. If I were to knock someone off my list, it'd be Ant. And then Jalen Williams too is just consistent. So that's why I had him there.
Yeah. Wait, you had Jalen Williams at the guard or forward?
Forward.
Oh, okay. I saw he was listed as a guard, so I didn't have him on my list because there were just so many guards that I couldn't put him over. But you know what? I didn't have Miles Turner on my list too, so if I had an honorable mentions, I'd put Miles Turner and Jalen Williams right there.
Jalen Williams didn't make your list at all?
No, sadly, because I saw
because of position. Okay.
Yeah, position wise.
That's fair, I guess.
If it was other ways, if it was literally like we just do the first team, it'd probably be OKC starting 5 as my first team to continue. I'm just being for real. But for my second team, at my 2 guard positions, I had Tyrese Halliburton and Anthony Edwards.
Andrew Nemhard, baby.
Like, who the heck did I? Andrew, my bad. At my 2 forward spots in my second team, I had Jason Tatum and Pascal Siakam.
Okay.
And then at my second position, Karl Anthony Towns. The reason why I have Pascal Siakam here is because I just I have more emphasis on putting guys who have been playing well and winning in the second round and then going on to the third round. So I thought that it was good. I thought it was a good idea to have Pascal Siakam here because he's been playing his role and stepping up when certain people haven't been sometimes. But that's what's going to happen. It's next man up. Jason Tatum, if he didn't get hurt, he would definitely be without a doubt first team, and then they would be switching between Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. But I decided to put him up here. I can't put him third team.
Can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
Why is Donovan Mitchell not on this team?
Only reason why I didn't put Donovan Mitchell here is because I think that Tyrese Halliburton's performances were just like to win the game was better than Donovan Mitchell.
Like the clutchness of it?
Yes. That's one knock I had.
Okay.
That's one knock I had. And also I was going with winning.
I know, but that was kind of what I was trying to get at because Tatum and Brown both got bounced in the last round anyway.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell, to me, played better than both those guys. And I guess the position's different, so that would hurt him a little bit. But, bro, like, this dude had 2 games in a row where he combined for 90 points. You know, like, that shit just doesn't happen, bro. And I think Donovan Mitchell's a guy that's going to get forgotten in history, and that sucks because Donovan Mitchell has been killing. Straight killing, bro. His team did not give him his credit or his help. People were shitting on him online. I think it was Perkins. He was like, oh, like, this guy's been on 2 1 seeds and hasn't accomplished shit. Like, bro, you're Kendrick. You're Kendrick fucking Perkins. You know, if Perkins said that. I don't know who said it.
It was Perkins.
Yeah.
It was 1,000% Perkins. I didn't get to hear the whole quote, but I remember seeing. I'm not going to lie. Whenever he talks, I don't listen. I try not to.
I actually don't hate him either. Like, I like what he says a lot of time. But that shit was just stupid to me.
You got to love Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah. I think if the Cavs were healthy, I don't think they were tough enough to beat the Pacers. But yeah, I think Donovan Mitchell, bro, like this real life was one of the best playoff runs I've watched from a player, especially in that second round. I think he had one game where he had like 9 points, But, man, the offense just couldn't do anything. So it was just give Donovan Mitchell the ball and get out the way.
Yeah.
And it was working, bro, until, like, they just crumbled in both of those games, you know. But, yeah, I guess. Is Donovan on your third team?
Oh, yeah. 1,000%. I can't include him off. I just, like you said about the Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum thing, I just feel like at the forward position, like, there weren't a lot of forwards that, like, were
Forwards
doing
are
that
tough, bro.
Yeah, so I put them a little higher. But, you know, I'm not going to try to say that Donovan Mitchell didn't have a better series than both of those guys. I just think that as forwards, they were just better than a lot of the forwards.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's hear your third team, but before we do that, let's hear a word from our sponsor. Boom, Fantasy.
Man, okay, LeBron hit my parlay. Let's get it.
Oh, shit, he hit it?
Yeah, bro. Look
I
at
won,
this.
I won $200. I tailed your parlay.
How the heck did you win $200?
I used Boom Fantasy. I used their pick and spin, spun the wheel, got 10 times my money.
Bro, you gotta hook me up.
If you use code RTP, you could get a risk-free bet up to $100. Let's get back to the video. All right, Phil, go ahead. Deliver.
All right. So, obviously in third team, I got my guards as Donovan Mitchell and Cade Cunningham.
Valid.
I went with the third team. I added more first round people because I'm like, why not? And I feel like it was low enough that you can go that way. So, guards Donovan Mitchell, Cade Cunningham. Forwards Giannis Antetokounmpo and Aaron Nesmith.
Okay.
That was super hard in my opinion to like stinking debate on because between me it was between OG Anunoby and Aaron Nesmith. But I went with Aaron Nesmith because I liked what he's been doing this whole playoffs. And then last but not least at center, I had to go with Chet Holmgren.
Okay.
I'm feeling Chet Holmgren.
Okay.
I love the way he's been playing. I think that, like, Miles Turner, yes, has a case to be there, but I just love the way he's been playing and the fact that I think he's been playing a little bit more tougher competition.
Yeah.
And I feel like the way they're winning and the way he's scoring, just got to put him over.
I haven't loved Chet this playoff run. He blew a game for us, obviously.
Yeah.
Offensively, he just hasn't been the guy I want him to be. He's not trying to create shots the way he was during the regular season. So that's my knock against him. He's not on my list. Defensively, though, he's been an elite help defender, but he couldn't do shit with Jokic, bro. Jokic had it. Like, I mean, if you have to put Caruso on Jokic, like, that's kind of a problem, you know? Like, but my third team, I have Tyrese, I have Cade, I have Mikal Bridges. I went with Mikal over OG because they have very similar stats. Mikal has just been a lot more efficient. He's shooting 6% better from the field. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty much like splitting hairs.
I feel you.
Cat was my center. And my last forward, I'm going to shout out Aaron Gordon. I think Aaron Gordon had a very legendary playoff run. 3 game winners or clutch shots in the playoffs. I could have put Siakam here. That was kind of the guy I was debating between the two. But I think just Aaron Gordon's moments were a little bit better. Siakam is, like, he's cool, you know, but Aaron Gordon, it just, like, there's a little umph with his brother and all that. So I'm going to give him his flowers here, and I'm going to put him at my forward.
Okay. All right. I like that.
All right.
I like that. The Mikal Bridges one was pretty cool, too.
Yeah, I mean, shout out Mikal, man. My honorable mentions, these are some guys that I wouldn't have been mad if you put on your list. Hartenstein,
I was
Chet,
thinking about it.
Derek White, Paulo, Luka, Kawhi, Zubac, Siakam, OG, Amen, Kuminga, Caruso, Mitchell Robinson, and Draymond. I'm going to shout out all those guys.
I like the Kuminga pull right there.
Yeah. I mean,
like
Kuminga
that.
had a good second round out of
He really
nowhere.
did.
Like, it's good to see. Yeah, I mean, these are interesting, to say the least. Comment down below what your all-NBA playoff first team would look like. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow. Join the Discord. Next month, we're going to be doing trivia every day. Rack up the most points in the month, and you could win an Amazon gift card. Philly Phil, anything else you want to add?
Well, before we do finish off, I really did want to put Isaiah Hartenstein on this list, bro.
Yeah.
I really did. I was debating between Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein.
Yeah.
But I had to go with Chet.
I mean, I love that Isaiah Hartenstein shout. I think he's been better in the playoffs than Chet, for me personally. He's just been able to hold it down defensively a lot better. But yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at Chet either. I think especially if you like, I feel like a lot of all NBA teams, you look at the statistics, obviously, Chet's stats are better than Hartenstein's.
Yeah.
But Hartenstein, I think, has just been more impactful to me. Except those fucking floaters, man. Stop taking those bitch-ass floaters because he be missing them. There was that game in overtime, bro. He literally did 3 in a row. Shot one long, shot one short, shot one left. I'm like, bro, like, just chill the fuck out, bro. Like, you know, swing it.
All right, Hart. You heard him.
Stand in that corner.
You heard him, Hart. Chill out.
Chill.
But as you know, this Run the Play Network.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, follow.
What?
Add us on Instagram,
What?
TikTok,
What?
Twitter,
What?
YouTube,
What?
everything.
What?
Also, Discord. We got the link down below in the bio.
Yes, sir.
I'm your man, Phil.
Yeah.
This Ant-Man straight out the MCU. We out. Hit that bell, and let's bounce.
Bounce, baby. Boom.